Hello folks, so far we have installed Jenkins. After that we set up Git and Maven. Now we are going to create a new job to execute a Maven build. For that, let's create a new item under this. If you remember, initially we could able to see only freestyle. After installation of Maven, you could see the Maven project build option as well. So let me name it as a my first Maven build. We are just going to do build and select Maven project. OK. Now to build with Maven, we should have source code. If you remember, we have source code available in our Jenkins account, a repository name called Hello World. Let's go back and grab that one. So go back to Jenkins, Hello World, and here you can see clone or download. This is the URL you need to copy and go back to our Jenkins homepage. Description, I will name it as a first Maven build. Next, under source code management, see here we have installed Git plugin. That's why you could see the option to choose Git. And while choosing Git, you need to provide the repository URL, nothing but where exactly the code does exist. In our case, the code is exist under Jenkins account and provide the credentials. It is a public repository, so no need to provide any credentials. If it is a private repository, we must provide credentials. To provide credentials, even we must add it under Jenkins. I will show you in the little later sections how we can add credentials for other purpose. And branch, we are pulling this code from the master branch. If we go to our GitHub repository, you can see the branch as a master. We are pulling the code from master branch. Then we have a build. While building, Maven should require a pom.xml. This pom.xml also should be available in the repository. If you see here, there is a file called pom.xml. This file is needed to build using Maven. And goals and options. Hope you know there are various goals to build with Maven, but in our case we start with clean install package. Okay, these are the goals I'm using. After build, we are not choosing anything because we are just going to test how build is going to happen through Maven. Apply, save. Now we can execute our job by choosing option called build now. If you want to change your job, go to configure and edit your job. Here you can change it. Nothing to edit in my case. Go back, build the job and build history you can see here. And this is our first build. Let's open the console output. If you are doing build first time, then it takes a little longer time because it has to download all the dependencies. Let's wait until this job get completes because it has few test cases as well. You can see here it's processing our test cases. Usually test cases are written by the developers. Alright, so our build is success, no issues so far. In case of any failures, you can refer to this output so that you are going to get the information. Go back to our build, it is blue ball, nothing but it is successful. If you see here, you can find a folder called workspace over here. Whenever you run any job, Jenkins copy your code under workspace directory and build. Even the outcomes of that build also keeps under this location. If you see here we have the some of the files, and if you go back to your hello world repository, you can see the same content over here. Nothing but it copied into workspace directory. Under this you can see web app and targets. Usually under targets, the outcome of our build can be stored. So here you can see webapp.var because it is a web application. So it's created a var file whenever we build it. All right. You can see the same thing from your Jenkins CLI as well. go to your Jenkins server, and usually it will be available under slash var lib Jenkins workspace. This is the default path. If I give ls, so far we have ran two jobs. You can see my first job, my first Maven build. If I go inside to this, you can see the same content. Docker file is there, which we are going to use in the later classes. pom.xml read and go to web, then target. You can see the web app.var. Now we have a var file, but we don't have any target environment to host this web app.var. So in the next video, we are going to set up a Tomcat server to host this web app.var. Until then, bye. See you there.